this band, the better and better the material gets. I mean, we have so many songs that are ready to be recorded, and they just smoke everything that we've already put out.
Oh, I
Yeah, we
can't
have like
wait.
an album and a half worth of materials. We're sitting on it.
Yeah, we're just sitting on like an album and a half right now, and I don't mind saying that it's so much better than anything that we have out already.
Yeah.
So we're kind of happy with focusing on that kind of stuff right now, writing some really quality stuff and getting that recorded eventually. And that just seems to be the smart way to do it right now. Not worry really so much about the live stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah. Is there any plans, like, as far as, like, when you think you're going to be recording?
February.
Yeah, probably February.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're already ready.
yeah, probably about February.
Yeah, we were
we'll
just
be-
talking about that today.
Yeah, we'll probably be in there.
Go in, we'll record, we'll get out. I'll get COVID.
Oh, gee, hey, get a little mini vacation.
That's what happened the past 2 years.
Yeah, that's what happened last time. So I mean, hopefully, I don't know.
He's
Maybe,
patient zero.
maybe patience are.
Yeah, I had it in March of 2020 and then April of 2021.
So maybe we go in there and record sans COVID this time. But yeah, you know, and it's nice though. We can just do it at our leisure, whenever we feel we're ready, or whenever we feel the stuff is the best it's going to be. We'll just go in there and knock it out. I think we recorded Lank in was it like 2 days?
2 days.
Holy shit!
With 2 days, yeah. We that's what I mean with
Basic tracks.
having done this for a long time. Like, we don't really mess around. Like, no one's sitting here flubbing their parts over and over and over again. There's none of that. Hey, don't do that.
It would have been one day, but I showed up.
Oh, come on! It sounds great, man. So I like I said in the beginning, I have a very few amount of like pre-planned questions, and one of the questions I like to ask everybody, because I'm hoping that there's younger people who listen to the show that can be inspired also to do like what you guys are doing, to keep doing what they love. But was there ever a time that any of you thought, I'm not going to do this anymore, I'm out, I'm going to go do something else? And not even musically, it could be anything. It could be like, yeah, I'm going to go be a cook or whatever.
No.
I can't imagine my life not playing music.
Yeah, I can't imagine not doing this at all.
Even if it's not playing live, just playing, sitting at home by myself or recording or doing something.
There's a guitar in my hand like every chance I get. Like, I just can't imagine it any other way.
Absolutely.
I don't know if we weren't doing this. I was close to walking away if we didn't do it. Like,
really?
Yeah. I wouldn't have sold my bases, but like, I don't know that I would have like pursued bands. Finding people that A, to play with, and B, that you actually like is like,
yeah.
That's a hard thing to find, and I don't know that I would have wanted to go through with that again.
Which is the reason why, like, what we're doing works so well, because, like, there's no drama in what we're doing. There's no BS.
It's never going to feel like a job or work.
It's not, yeah, nobody's an asshole there's no, like, dictatorship going on in here. Nobody commanding anybody to do this, to do that. There's absolutely none of that in this situation. So therefore, there's no problems like that in this situation and in this band. And like, that's kind of like a rare thing to find with it between a group of guys. So like, I mean, we keep it running smoothly.
Well, that's why it works. That's why it works so well. Is you usually when you got one guy who's fucking like pounding everybody to do something, people are excited.
Yeah, right. No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But we're there. This is our safe space right here.
I mean, you literally have the dream setup. You guys are three fucking friends who have known each other for 20 years making music together. It doesn't get much better than that, really.
For real.
Well, especially when you're creating something together. Like we had rehearsal today, and like we actually communicate, which I've been in a zillion bands, and there's like you can almost throw that out the window from day one. It's like you're not going to like bands just don't communicate well. But like we had like conversation today. We're like, hey, I wanted to talk about this thing that I've been thinking about. It's been kind of like rattling around in my head, and we're like, oh yeah, cool. Thanks for letting us know. As opposed to like, screw you, asshole, I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's not my idea. Fuck that.
Real weird. It's really great. I mean, I feel lucky to be a part of something where it's just like like no BS. We're here because we actually like to do it, and there's no egos in it.
I just met you guys 40 minutes ago, and I can tell like you guys are good friends, and that's what makes this such a, like an enjoyable thing to interview you guys. Because usually I do one-on-one. I didn't know what it was going to be like to interview a band. I've never done this. You guys were kind of like the prototype for this, but yeah, you guys can definitely tell your friends, and I would imagine that's what makes the music so good, because you probably work great together because you've known each other for so long. So you guys are very lucky in that aspect. There's not a whole lot of that going on out there.
Yeah, we have an understanding how we work too. Like Justin will bring the music, presents it to us. Me and Steve look at each other and nod, and like we're like, go. We like trust Justin. Justin trusts us, I think.
Mostly.
Okay, good. Well, we have a good, like, it's, I don't want to say a system because that sounds like it's like we're following a script, but we know how we work. We know where our strengths lie, and we know like what it's going to take individually to propel it forward as the sum of our parts. I don't know. It's very cool to reflect.
Well,
on.
yeah, after 20 years, you don't need to ask, can you do this? Can you not do this? You already know.
Right.
Or, even if, are you down with this? Like, I think, after that long, I've known my wife for that long, and I don't have to ask her most of the time. I know when she's mad at me. I just avoid her. Are any of you guys married? No. Keep it that way, bro. Stay strong. How do your families feel about it? Are your families like very supportive of your dream of like making it big and doing the band and recording? Like, how does your family feel?
I could grab my wife, but hopefully I'm not answering wrong. She definitely, I feel supported by her, and she's into like similar kind of music and stuff, and I think this is like into what I do. And then my daughter, teenager, has a very like really, I think I'm not gonna say she has good musical taste because she likes a lot of the same stuff I do, but for a 13-year-old, I catch her listening to like Depeche Mode and Elvis Costello, and like a solitary tear rolls down my cheek because
that's so great.
God, you are so lucky.
She's got a drum set, she's got a guitar, she's inching her way towards it, so she's very interested in it.
How did you make that happen? I have a 13-year-old daughter, and she thinks I'm the lamest motherfucker she's ever met.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
I don't know. I'm trying not to ruin it because she keeps surprising me. I'm like me and my wife, is she listening to like Violator by Depeche Mode? Yeah.
That's so
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's the type of thing that I'm jealous of, because I have two 13-year-olds, and they like I get the good support, like the same support that Brendan was talking about, but my kids, when it comes to my kids, that I'm just like some lame dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just like, I said, like my band, I'll try to get them stoked for me. Like, hey, my band's playing. We got this thing going on. We got this, and they're like, that's cool. Yeah, it's like
that's what happens when you drive around and make them listen to G.G. Allen in the car.
Well, that was when they were young. They don't listen to G.G. Allen anymore.
So yeah, because it's better when they're young, right?
Well, no, my kids don't care. They don't care one way or another what I'm doing. They don't care about music, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is for now. But yeah, I get the crabby 13-year-old thing for sure.
But how about your wife? Your wife very, very supportive.
Oh yeah, no, she loves it. She's 110%. She's
at the shows.
Yeah, she's completely. Yeah,
right.
she loves it. I mean, she's totally supportive. This is what I've been.
Probably one of her biggest fans.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
and
yeah,
out of all our bands, right? Too, she's always there. But no, out of this is like just something that I do, and I mean it's something that I've always done, and she knows, and she's down, and I
definitely relate more with you in that area, because like I have 4 kids, same age. My wife, look, I know I'm a shitty guitar player. I'm not disillusioned here. I own way too many guitars for as bad as I am. But my wife she'll tell me every day how great I am at it, and so she blows my head up. But then my kids, man, they just think I'm dumb or something. I don't know. It kills me because I've always tried to really fill their life with music.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. Just dad.
It's a struggle. Steve, what about you? I know you're not married, but how was your family like growing up as you were like, pursuing music? Were they cool with it?
Oh yeah, they loved it. My mom, she's still like, she lives in Arizona now, but she's every time I talk to her, she's always asking, if we played this weekend or whatever, and always supportive of it. My dad was, older bands that I played in, he was always there with You know, he actually used to print T-shirts.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So he'd print up T-shirts for us and stuff, and so yeah, they were always definitely like giving me that extra kick in the ass.
Well, they let us practice at your house too.
Yeah, we used to practice
That's
the house.
awesome.
I don't know how the hell they dealt with that.
It's not that.
Uh,
You know, that's great. I mean, you guys have such a great situation. I'm hoping that I get to hear a lot more records to come from you guys. I mean, you got the support. You're making the great music. You're good friends. I mean, it all really comes through. I didn't know what to expect when I was going to talk to you guys. I was a little nervous because it's always different when you go to meet somebody and you have to be like, I'm a fucking fan of your music, because I don't want to come off like a douchebag either. But you guys are awesome. You guys have really been awesome. And I mean, we're going to get towards the end here. I have a question that's become kind of like the staple question of my show. And I really want you to think about it when I ask you it. But, just be honest. If you woke up tomorrow and you realize, you read the paper and you're like, you are the new biggest fucking musical thing on the planet, and every musical company came to you and said, we want to make your signature instrument, what would it be? Like, build it. Like, what would your signature guitar, your signature bass? I know there's not too much you can do with drums, but throw something together. Like, what would your signature instruments be?
Damn.
Signature is wow. For as many crummy Stratocasters, for as many like
Got King
Stratocasters,
Squire over here.
King Squire, it would have to be a Squire, and it would have to be wrapped in duct tape. There'd have to be electrical problems galore, just something scummy, something crummy. And I mean that's because that's am I wrong? I'm not wrong about that.
I just pictured this in like an ad somewhere.
American made Fender Strat.
No, never.
I have your guitar that you're talking about in the other room.
Yeah, and all those recordings you hear, they were recorded literally on the shittiest Squire Strat, like the shitty Squire Affinity Strat.
I find that really, it's like, seriously, that's not a joke?
No, that's what he used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like, it's been modified to hell. I mean, it's got, like, real pickups in it and, new tuners.
Yeah,
and
but
bridge,
it was a Squire once upon a time.
All right, so you would have a beat up fucking Squire Strat. Like, what would what about the pickups? What kind of pickups would you have? And are you like a Seymour Duncan guy?
Yeah, it would be Seymour Duncan. Yeah, I started using those Seymour Duncan JB whatever they're
the
called.
JBs.
And those things, man, those things are awesome. Yeah, I started using those, and that's probably more expensive than the actual guitar.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Listen, that just really fucked me up because I figured you were playing on something very expensive when you were recording, just the sound quality.
Probably the most expensive guitar I've ever owned in my entire life is because of Brendan, and who has recently gifted me an Epiphone Les Paul.
Nice.
And this thing is like way too nice for me. There's only one piece of duct tape on it.
Oh no, you got to fix that.
Yeah, but it literally just came from Brendan. If it wasn't for him, I'd still be playing.
So you kind of rough on your guitar?
Yeah. With this thing, it's tough with this Les Paul. I'm trying to be nice to it and not hit it as hard.
Oh man, you got to be yourself, man. I mean, you just got to do the thing.
Yeah,
dude. That's gonna justify it.
I just was not Squire or Fender. If you're listening, please make this happen. I want one of these so bad.
I just want to see it.
I can't be the only one out here that wants to see this thing being sold. So that's awesome. All right, Brandon. What about you? Like, if you had a signature bass and even like your bass rig, like what would you have?
Like what company would make it and all
anything.
That? Like,
I want you to be like, I'm famous, so people are gonna do whatever the fuck I want. They're gonna build me whatever I want.
Man, I don't know. I just got a new bass. I just got a new Spectre, and I don't know. That thing's pretty damn near perfect.
Yeah, it is.
Literally like, have had it a week. So I mean, it's got the EMGs in it.
Oh.
I mean,
that thing's nice.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a beautiful
Weighs
bass.
8 pounds.
Yeah.
Holy
So-
shit, dude! I love the flame on it, but was it like flat black?
Yeah, it's like a trans.
That thing is sick.
Yeah, beautiful base. So I would probably call up Stuart Spector in New York and just have him make a custom one with some real wild color and really honestly the same specs. I know it's not an exciting answer, but that thing is like a dream. I actually feel like a better player with that.
This answer doesn't have to be